Eagles. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now they try the right side here, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch, and it came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does a defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now
out.
to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wentz. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down throw for Mariota. Going up top. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Now he's going to send this one deep. This is caught at the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the red zone now, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Mariota. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a play fake. Wentz. Now he's forced out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long here for Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
As they run the counter play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hey, hey, hey. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Play action now, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Mariota now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22. Mariota now to throw on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Wentz going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Wentz He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. To throw Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On third down, Mariota. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. Mariota again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Mariota out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That one good for 15 and a first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Brenza's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run. It's Johnson. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He got 29 yards that time. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now he steps away, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether. But that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on third down. Wins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 15 yards there for number 15. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw is Mariota. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Off the play fake, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find, because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Eagles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Wins to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there, 83 yards. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff as they run left side. There he goes again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals add on. Now Brenza on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now it's Brenza to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. And
now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. 66 yards. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So they're going to go for 2. Now Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So that one will be accepted. Play clock winding down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to maneuver. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. One. We got 4. We got 4.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Johnson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Four down. Check. 4 down.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they try the right side here. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Cardinals on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They go to Johnson again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. The Eagles on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On third down, Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackle.